Hello, my name is Vernon John Ledger from the Right to Play Ground Level Youth Center, and today I'm going to teach you about smudge and sage. Got some sage here. First thing you want to know about sage is it's okay to buy it, but it's also okay to pick it. But if you pick it, you want to make sure that you do it in a way that's respectful to the sage. Talk to the sage. Plants can hear us talking, so make sure you talk to the sage and thank the creator for the sage and talk to the sage and just let it know that you're grateful and that you'll be working with it. Say hello. You know, if you have tobacco, leave an offering of tobacco. It's also okay to leave offerings of hair. Hair has a lot of nutrients in it for the ground, so hair's really good for the earth. That's picking the sage. Next, you want to know if you want to. What I like to do with my sage is I like to take it, roll it into a ball. You don't want to take too much if it's just you. It's okay to have like a ball about this size. I've heard from the elders that taught me this, that rolling it into a ball makes it sacred because spheres are sacred. And the sage also does a really cool thing when you roll it into a ball that I'll show you later. So first you want to roll this into a ball. You want to put it in your smudge plate. You can use ceramic, shells, iron, little iron pan. These things, I've seen all of these things used. I've even seen an animal skull used by an elder once. Now I'll move on to how you do this. So first you want to do is you want to acknowledge the sage and say thank you, sage, for helping me, because what the sage is going to do for me is it's going to help me to clear out negative energy so you can receive the more positive energies and things that you like. So first we're going to say thank you, sage, thank you, creator, thank you for helping me through my day, and thank you for being here. There's no wrong way to pray, just like there's no wrong way to actually smudge. But there is a way of smudging that I have seen that, and I have had taught to me. Every elder always tells me that there's no right or wrong way to smudge, but I'm going to share this way of smudging because it has proven to be useful, beneficial, and it kind of covers all the bases. You get the most out of the smudge as you can. So you want to make sure that you have matches and not a lighter. The reasons for these have been varied, and I've been told many different things, but the main reason is it's because of the gas and the metal of the lighter. Metal, you want to take off all your metal when you're doing the smudge. Like if you have a ring, take off the ring. You have a necklace, take it off. Bracelets, take them off. You can smudge those items too. But if you're wearing metal on you, you want to take it off because it detracts from the smudging. So with the glasses, you want to take those off too. So I'm going to get started here and I'm going to smudge and I'm going to talk while I smudge. But normally you can either talk when you smudge or you can pray in silence. It's really up to you. I'm going to talk because I'm teaching. So we'll take off the glasses after we light the match. First we light the match. If you're a youngin', make sure that you get your parents to light the match for you. That match went out. See? Always take care of the matches. So, light this match. We're going to light the sage. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, fire, earth, wind, water, air. Wind, water, air, fire, Creator. Fire, earth, water, air. And the ether. Everyone forgets about that. Now what I like to do first is I like to kind of wash my hands with the smudge and the smoke. And just make sure you're always thinking good thoughts. And as you smudge, imagine that there's a cleansing going on. Your imagination helps. And then you smudge your glasses. Most people who have glasses smudge their glasses. And after you smudge your glasses, you smudge over your head and your hair. They say the hair holds memory, so you want to make sure that you get a good smudge. And the reason why hair holds memory is because it's the only thing out of all of your body that doesn't degrade and change every 7 years. Your hair endures, and it holds the memory of your passing and your life as you go on. So after you get your hands and your hair all smudged, you smudge your mouth, say, Creator, help me speak only good. Help me to speak the good. And you smudge your eyes and you say, Creator, help me see the good. Help me to see the good. And you smudge your ears, help me to hear the good. If you like, you can have a smell to help me smell the good, because that sage smells pretty nice. And sage, your heart. If you need to fan it, always use a feather or your hand. Don't blow on the smudge, because they say that's blowing away your spirit. There are other reasons not to blow on the smudge. You just don't really want to. And smudge your heart. Always smudge your heart so you can have a good heart. You can also smudge the bottom of your feet so you can walk in the good places. And never turn your back on a smudge while it's burning, on the sage while it's burning. Always. This is what I was taught as a fire keeper, is when you have sacred fire, you never turn your back on it. And you might not be able to see this, but when you put the sage into a ball, it has this little orange light inside of it. And the orange light is actually the spirit of the sage. This is why you put it into a ball, because the little circular ember in there, I often like to watch it, just to watch it burn out, because it's like an appreciation of the burning you just did and the medicine you just used. It's better to stay with it than to leave it or ignore it after you worked with it. Sometimes I like that. This is what I've learned from being at many ceremonies and talking to many elders and asking a lot of questions, because I don't like to think that I know everything. I like to ask. And you always get different answers, but there's an underlying consistency to the reasons for why we do certain things. And asking questions will help. It smells great. Normally I would smudge in silence, and I would think the thoughts about all the things that I've said here, and that is fine. Any way that you smudge, like if you really, this is just the best way that I know how to smudge. Sometimes I just like to repeatedly go over my head. Sometimes I like to go on my arms. Sometimes I like to get my back. Sometimes if someone else is around, they can take a feather and they can smudge your back for you with a feather. And that's Thoughtful Thursdays, a little bit on how to smudge. I hope you learned something today, and I hope you have a nice, thoughtful Thursday. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.